My name is Matt and we are Suspension Secrets. Today we have brought down our Porsche Cayman GT4 and our G87 M2. These are two of our development cars from our fleet and they have a lot of our upgrades fitted. The Porsche more so than the M2, but both of them are also rigged up with the VBOX data logging equipment. Both of these cars behind me actually have the infrared tyre temperature monitoring sensors fitted in conjunction with the VBOX data logger as well. We have these fitted because what they give us is a live view of the tyre temperatures as that car is going around the circuit. The way we used to do this before was with a manual tyre temperature pyrometer. This is where the car comes back into the pits and we have to manually stick a probe into the tyre compound across its width to see how that tyre has operated whilst it's been out on track. We can actually segment and identify particular areas of behaviour out on circuit and see exactly what the tyre is doing. When we're designing and developing our upgrades and our setups, this is invaluable information for us because it means that we can show exactly what the upgrade has done to the car and we can see that direct before and after of how we have affected the actual tyre itself. The tyre temperature sensors haven't just been useful for actually optimising contact patch and getting the accurate amount of camber and toe through a corner as well. They actually identify something that we would never have spotted if we were just using a pyrometer. When we were out in the Porsche, very early in the series actually, the infrared tyre temperature sensors were spotting that the inside edge of those tyres were super hot when they were out on track. It wasn't actually until a viewer pointed out that it could be related to the exhaust itself, and they were absolutely correct. What was happening was the OPF pipe behind the tyre itself was storing so much heat, it was transferring that into the tyre compound and causing us to overheat a very small strip of tyre. With that in mind and with the data showing that very, very clearly, we then fitted an OPF delete pipe which removed this problem completely, letting the exhaust gas flow much more freely and not store that heat in the tyre itself. With that pipe fitted, we could see the heat had gone from the tyre and we were able to get back on track to getting the upgrades fitted to optimise contact patch and use the sensors back for that purpose. Ever since we fitted these sensors, we've actually had multiple racing teams come over and have a little look at what we're up to and how they work, because they really are invaluable in what they can give in terms of data so quickly and so accurately. We use all 16 channels on that tyre so we can get a really nice picture of exactly what is going on. We can monitor if the tyre is ballooning due to pressure or if we've not got enough camber or toe on the car as well. It also takes an effect on days like today when it is freezing cold. We can see if the tyres are even getting up to temperature whatsoever, and we can tune our setup or our tyre pressures to make sure we come into that window. It's a really nice fast way to see very, very clearly if we're using that tyre effectively or not. If we had to go back to the manual system, I think it would be a big adjustment period, because having the access to this level of data so quickly and easily once it's all installed is really hard not to get used to again.